Welcome everyone, and thank you for clicking in today's video. Recently I performed a poll on my fitness-based Instagram account and asked what people were struggling with the most with their fitness journey. Training protocol, nutrition protocol, or motivation. Looking at the title of the video, you guessed it, it's motivation. Science Direct discovered that 45% of people drop off their New Year's resolutions after a month, and 67% of people don't even use their gym memberships. So I wanted to help you avoid being a statistic by providing you 5 science-based motivation tips that can help you stay motivated for the long term. To start things off, tip number 1 is kick things off with a reward. Sometimes setting up a small reward can help you stay on track, but it will be limited as it will only provide short-term motivation. MIT researchers discovered something called the distraction effect, where if a task requires problem solving, economic or emotional pressure can cause the shift of focus to the short-term motivator, the reward, and ultimately divides your attention and reduces performance over time. And over a course of time, setting up a new reward can get limiting, as another study shows that there was similar brain activity when someone is working towards a goal that is having fun versus someone working towards a goal that is reward-based. But when the reward was taken away, there was less activity in the anterior striatum and prefrontal areas of the brain that are linked to self-motivation. So, to get the ball rolling and get started, set yourself up with a small reward, as sometimes getting started can be the hardest thing to do. Since this is short term, this leads me into tip number 2, which is enjoy the process. Although this sounds obvious, it can be hard to do if you have troubles being physically active. It can keep you on track. Play is the strongest natural motivator. If you can set something up you like to do, you're more likely to look forward to the task and want to do it. So, remove any friction and only commit to something that you can comfortably perform. If this is only going to the gym 3 days a week, or subbing out a less optimized exercise for something you like better, such as playing basketball versus running on a treadmill. Because, of course, suboptimal consistent action will be much stronger than doing nothing at all. Leading me into tip number 3, change your perspective. You have to ask the right question to get the right answer. Once again, it sounds obvious, but if you're looking into a certain task that requires friction, it will be harder to stick to it. It was found that people with weight loss goals performed 32% less time exercising than people who had goals to feel better in day-to-day life. Instead of looking into your goal in a negative way, such as needing to lose weight, look at things as I want to feel better about myself. Then figure out what action you need to take to get there. Which quickly leads me into tip number 4. Combine positivity with expected obstacle. Contrary to popular belief, optimism is not always the best solution, as positive thoughts make you feel like you already achieved the goal. It could lead you to falling off the wagon. And of course, negative thought is not the solution either. So, how do we combat this? We're mentioned in tip number 4, where you need to have a positive mindset with the expectation of obstacles ahead. This is called mental contrasting. Positive thoughts with the understanding that obstacles will be in your way, so you can set up a goal and have confidence that you'll be able to overcome an obstacle ahead of you. Lastly, tip number 5 is to avoid the what the hell effect. Researchers performed a study where people had the choice of 3 sizes of milkshakes: small, medium, and large. Afterwards, they had to make another choice of choosing the size of ice cream they wanted: small, medium, or large. You probably guessed it, but people who chose the large ice cream were the majority of people who chose the large milkshake. This is called the what the hell effect, where when people give in once, it's easier to give in again. So to connect some dots, habit research mentioned in The One, a book recently I've been reading, also touched on this as where you only have a certain amount of willpower a day. So the more likely you provide yourself with temptations, the harder it is to overcome future temptations. Here's a strategy to avoid the what the hell effect, where a friend recently mentioned there was a mindfulness hack you could perform called stop. First, once you realize you're feeling weak, you stop. Then you observe, think about the tiny details, almost in a meditative state where if you're sitting, think about how the chair feels on your legs. Close your eyes and listen to the sounds around you until you can focus on the minute details such as white noise, and eventually you can refocus. Lastly, you proceed and end your binge or bad decision. And lastly, adjust your environment to avoid any temptation to keep your temptation meter high. All in all, motivation can be limited at times, but by practicing these 5 science-based motivation techniques, you can stay on track for the long term. If I was able to help you out, please subscribe, comment your favorite motivation tip below, and spread the positive vibes by sharing this video with a friend. Lastly, as gyms open up, I understand more of you will want more professional guidance and accountability. Apply below to join my premium one-on-one coaching service where I provide 24/7 support to my personal number, weekly check-ins to keep you motivated and hold you accountable, and of course a science-based customized training program and nutrition protocol based on your goals, needs, and body. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and I'll see you guys in the next one.